my newest song.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're glad to have you here. We'd like for you to introduce yourself to our viewers real quick. So tell us your name and where you're from.
That's easy.
Go ahead.
I've been doing this since I was 5.
Okay.
Telling people my name and where I live.
Okay. So we're waiting for you to do that right
Okay.
now.
My name is Shannon Lynn Gable, and I was born in Colorado, and I was raised in Arlington, Texas.
And you are the founder of a band or a musical entity, I should say now, because we wouldn't know how to label it, and we'll get into that in a minute, called
Sadistic Sister.
Sadistic Sister. And we're going to be hearing a lot more about this artist in the future, from what I understand. Um, when was it in your life that you made that conscious decision to be a singer-songwriter?
Okay, well, I've always loved music. My dad is a musician, so since I was 5 years old, I've been singing. And but the first conscious decision that I made was, I would say, probably a year ago. When I was working, I was bartending, and a customer, which is a fan also of Sadistic Sisters, requested for me to sing something of a song that I was working on. And I sang it, and then he looked at me and said, "You are so Sadistic Sister." And when he said that, I went,
That's the name.
"There it is."
There you go. So the concept of because I've listened to your music, obviously, and the uniqueness of it is really what strikes me. So tell us about the concept of that unique music style in its correlation with the name Sadistic Sister. How do you put those together, and how what kind of messages are in the music that you?
Well, that's a great question, Dan. That is a wonderful question, and I guess that Sadistic Sister would be it, for a lot of people, for women and for men also, that have ever been in a situation where they have been kicked down, or not. Let's say not kicked down, but knocked down, or are
Rejected.
rejected. And we hate rejection. So as a woman, I love the turn of like the song "Too Sadistic," and hopefully you and the listeners will get familiar with this song "Too Sadistic," and it's really great. And it starts off, about having an angel on my shoulder and a devil on my back. Well, it's basically it's an alter ego, an alter personality. So Shannon Lynn Gable might not be able to tell her lover, "Get down on your knees." I've heard it all before.
Wow.
How can you beg me for your forgiveness if you don't even know what you're sorry for? But then Sadistic Sister comes in and takes over, and it's a fantasy about regaining power in life. So the message is really a great message. I get some mixed opinion because of the name, but I can't help it. I didn't pick the name.
So that's where the eroticism comes from as well?
Yes, the erotic is the whole fantasy of being in charge of yourself and being sexy and being not violent but firm and a little scary, and we all like that.
Yeah. Other than the music industry, though, however, because you've not been in it all your life, obviously, but other than the music industry, is there anything else you see yourself doing in life?
Yes.
What's that?
I am very excited to get the opportunity when it does arise to start my own clothing line.
Clothing line, really?
And it's going to be called Sadistic Sister, and it's going to be the S and the S. I'm going to have my own hats. My hat would be similar to this one here. Of course, Sadistic Sister is all about the skulls. And it would be similar to this one, as you can see, but the top of it will say Sadistic, and the bottom of it will say Sister.
Cool.
And the back will have the SS bolts on it, so, you know.
Now that's just the hat you're talking about, but you have other.
I have shirts
Yeah.
and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. It's my own design. It's my own cut that I do on shirts, and it's really cool.
You're gonna have
So-
for men's jeans, crotchless men's jeans.
Yes, yes, yes. I love
I'm kidding.
crotchless.
I had to throw that in there. I'm sorry.
Right.
We'll have to delete that out of this.
Yes.
But anyway, we're gonna get the viewers to a chance to see this new video of you. Can you give us a little rundown, or a little information, heads up on this, what they're about to see, and the music, the song, the video that we're about to show them?
Super excited
What-
about
what's
it.
this
Super
about?
duper excited. The song is called Bleed, and it's a fantasy. It's a fairy tale, and it's just really so great. It starts off about a princess type character who believes in love at first sight and believes in fairy tales, and her prince comes along, and she, she can kiss his lips and turn him into her prince. Then she gets rejected. Then she gets kidnapped by pirates and taken across the seas and the oceans away from her lover. And the pirates set a ransom so high that nobody wants to pay it. And so then she stabs herself in the heart
Oh.
while she's locked in a cage on this ship. And in her last dying breath, her heart still bleeds for her lover. So I get chills just talking about it. I can't wait.
Well,
to
we're
watch
gonna
the video.
we're gonna break away from this interview and go to it right now.
Yes.
So people, hang on. Okay, cool. I got lots of stuff to work with now. Stop.
Good.
Stop.